Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now let's speed this up because I got some hoops to watch. Ain't watched my hoops yet. And I'm a little bit nervous. I got hoops to watch. But this is going down in the world of boxing. Former 126-pound champion, former 130-pound champion, should be in the pound for pound right now because we know damn well this is one of the top 3 boxers in the world. Still young. That would be Shakur Stevenson. Now you probably heard that name, Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, he was named after Tupac Shakur. Yeah. Well, Shakur Stevenson is all that in a bag of chips. We all know it. He's a pretty damn good fighter. And a lot of people don't want to fight him, obviously. But here's what's going on right now. Because it's just funny to me. It's another thing that's funny. He's getting the Demetrius Andrade treatment, right? Demetrius Andrade treatment. What I mean by that is, hey, you know something? We got all these fighters that are not of color that we better not let go fight him because he's going to mess around and embarrass them on national TV. We kind of didn't want to let Oscar Valdez do that, but seeing as though he was doped in the fight before that, we kind of had to let him fight Shakur Stevenson. We saw what happened there, so we ain't going to let nobody else fight him, right? Listen, he done moved up to 135 pounds, and because he's so awesome and was a champion, he's supposed to get an interim fight, elimination fight against Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz petitioned to not fight him. Now, petitioned, right? Yeah, just like Canelo Alvarez asked to get a franchise title instead of fighting his mandatory and Jamal Charlo. It's a trend. And because Canelo was allowed to do that, to basically avoid Charlo and be glorified with a new franchise title, and not that just that the WBC did it, because they're going to do whatever that Canelo needs, but that the boxing industry, the mainstream networks and everything, just start talking about the franchise title like it's a good thing, right? And because of that, that's why you get stuff like this, right? So what Canelo did to Demetrius Andrade is basically, I ain't never fighting this dude and whatever. And y'all better not make me. If I go to the zone, don't make me. If I go wherever I go, do not make me. Oscar De La Hoya, you're not making me fight him. And as soon as you said that I need to fight him, become a legend, then I left your ass. Don't nobody never say Demetrius Andrade. If he come to my, he's banned from my press conferences. If he slips through, I'm able to call him in front of the world and not even be embarrassed by saying it. I'm able to call him a horrible fighter. And boxing fans will laugh because Demetrius Andrade is that awesome. So they want Canelo to stay away from him. Whatever. Like Bivol could beat him. But they didn't want this guy because he's the same weight, same age, same everything, right? Anyway. So what you do to fighters that are of color like that, because we know what boxing is, beat the black guy, right? BTBG. Beat the black guy. So if that can't happen, right, we know it won't happen, then we better call this guy boring, right? Because black guys, boring means black guys that don't get hit back much. That's what boring means, right? So let's call him boring, right? So that's what they're doing to him. Let's stall him out until maybe, a few years, maybe 8, 9 years, like they did Demetrius Andrade. He's been a champion since 2013. He'll get slow enough that one of these flat-footed boxers can maybe catch up to him, right? Maybe. So that's what's going on with Shakur Stevenson. You get up in the 135 pound. Now he's moving up. He's smaller than these guys that were already at 135, moving up, similar to Terrence Crawford, moving up, right? And still whooping people's butt. But okay. Isaac Cruz say no. I'm petitioning. I ain't trying to fight him. I'm mad that they forcing me to fight him. The next guy I'm hearing, William Zepeda, just come off a great win. Don't want none either. Is what's going down. So, hey, let's hope that when I get off of here, I'm going to read something with Zepeda or Isaac Cruz said, hey, let's negotiate. Now, I'm not talking about, do not mention what someone tweeted or what someone said on Instagram. I'm not there, right? I don't do that. Tweets to me are something that you think you want people to think you're thinking, right? Get on Instagram talking, no. What are they negotiating? Is he in negotiation finished? That's what you can holler at me about. Right now, Shakur Stevenson can't get a fight with neither one of them. And I'm going to tell you who's going to save the day. Third in line, because Isaac Cruz was first, William Zepeda second. Third in line is George Kambosos. Now, we know George Kambosos wasn't really trying to fight Devin Haney, but he did it eventually. You know, he got everything he needed. It was in his hometown. He made about 10 times more money than Devin Haney, all of that, but at least he got in the ring. Now that he's done that and got 2 losses, it's going to be him that's going to fight Shakur Stevenson. Watch. And then, you know, if he does, he's going to be a hero because at least he's going to get in the ring with these guys. And then no matter what happens to Teofimo Lopez, see what I'm saying? So he still got that on his on full. But as of right now, everybody scared to fight Shakur Stevenson. Especially, I'm just saying, guys, Vamonos. That's enough. Isn't Williams? I'm hoping William Cepeda is not a Mexican. Because we got enough of them. We got Jaime Munguia that won't fight a mandatory. That was a mandatory, won't fight the champions when Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. Canelo didn't fight Demetrius Andrade at 154 when he was a mandatory, and he didn't fight him when he could have been undisputed at 160 pounds and got $40 million doing it. Jaime Munguia ain't fighting neither one of them. Isaac Cruz, you know, we see what he's doing. He don't want to do it now. And, you know, let's just hope like hell that William Cepeda is not Mexican, because that would be, you know, listen, that's too many at one time. But I'm going to tell you why. Simple. I'm going to repeat myself, but I'm just saying it again at the end of the video. If Canelo wasn't able to get away with all the stuff because he was able to avoid fighters openly, but not only that he avoided them, but was still being heralded as better than them. If that's possible, and you see that as a fighter, what the hell are you going to do when you don't want to fight somebody, especially of color? Because you know damn well, ain't nobody going to force me, so I ain't doing it. That's where we are now. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.